Hey guys, Steve Chase here. Let's look at how to use Power Query to merge two tables into one. That's what we're talking about here. So first off, learn the differencing between merge and append. Merge is when you have columns from one table that you want to add to another table. Now the requirement is you have a common field between two tables. Append is when you want a table's records to be added from one table to another table. Think of that as just a copy paste. In order for that to work, you would have to have both tables have the exact same dimensions with the field name. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to do a merge. So our example is we've got a table with PO numbers, and that's really a customer name and amounts. And we're trying to work with another table. Let's say we have different sources. So we've got open POs, and we want to try to get the invoice number, this invoice number, over into one table. We combine them all so we can actually compare and contrast what the PO is and what the invoice number is. Okay, so the prerequisite is got to have a common field. So we do. So on the Power Query editor, you have a button that says merge queries. It's in the combined group, and you'll have the ability to merge into an existing query or create a new query. So I'm going to be sharing with you how to do the merge queries as a new query. That will generate a brand new data set that we can work off and do our calculations with. When we get to the part where in the demo, you have to specify which tables are going to get connected. Not only that, you would have to actually select the common identifier, and then you'll have different options for joining. And so I'll point out how that works. Okay. So let me get to a demo here. And the first thing I want to do is I want to generate the query. So I'm going to go to Data tab and select From Text CSV. And I'm going to bring in the purchase orders first. Okay, separated by a comma. I'm just going to click Load. Okay, perfect. Let me head on back and grab the next one, the invoices. Okay, again, the power of Power Query is that I expect those tables that I'm bringing in right now, loading, I expect them to make updates throughout the week. And I am going to have it, when everything's all set and done, I'm going to be able to go to Data tab, hit refresh all, then boom, they're going to show me what's been added. Or maybe there's a PO that gets accepted that gets a new invoice number, and I'm going to keep my eyes on that. All right, so here we go. The first thing we want to do is want to verify on the right-hand side. We've got the purchase orders and we've got the invoices. I can right-click and get into either one, and that will show me the queries that we see here. Okay. Doesn't matter where you're at, since we're going to be creating a new query. You just go up to the Merge Query drop-down and select Merge Queries as New. And we need to select the two tables we're trying to work with. So I'll start with the purchase orders, already highlighted. I'm going to connect it to the invoices. Now, it's important that we actually left-click on the actual, see how I can select the column. So here I'm selecting the columns that match up. And so when I get a green check here, it means we're good. We've got the correct one. There's a bunch of options that you can explore, but basically the left outer is going to give us all of the purchase orders and just those that match. So it's possible that you might have a PO that hasn't yet made it over to the acceptance phase of an invoice or a bill, that this would generate all the POs. So there's different requirements, and so you might have to play around with this here to get it exactly how you want it to be. Kind of helps you out here. You got only matching rows. There's a variety of different things in here. I'll stick with the default first one and then click OK. Notice that it's now going to be called Merge One. So I'm going to just call this combine POs and invoices is the name of this new merge that I did here. Now, real important here is we see invoices here. We've got to click on it. Got to make sure you click to expand it. Otherwise, we won't get that information. We just won't get that information. And when we expand it, then we might need to select columns to remove because they might be redundant. So let's talk about that here. I click here to expand. It's going to be expand. Select all columns. So here I'd like to expand just the invoice number, status, and balance. Because I already have, if you think it's important to bring in amount, we might do amount because that might be a variance too. Why don't I bring in amount? Yeah, so I hit OK. Awesome. So this is great if you had a purchase order that had a different amount than the billed amount. This would be a great way. You could do a calculation, see any variances here. You know, sometimes that happens. PO go up or down based on the vendor that you're working with here. And that's it. We're in business. I'm going to go ahead and close and load to. It's going to ask me where I would like to bring it up. We're just bring it as a new table, new worksheet. I could add it to the data model if I'm going to plan on using it to build out other models. That's super powerful. But in this case, I'll just hit OK. And mission accomplished. Joining two tables into one where I can easily see what the PO is and the invoice number is right there. And that's what I wanted to see. Hey guys, so thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you've got other questions, you want to contact me, feel free to jump on my website at sequentialsolutions.com/blog or send me an email at stevechase@sequentialsolutions.com. Have a great day.